you will be surprised to know that changing the fortunes of Dubai started with just rupees 440. In 1937, Dubai was also under British control, and like British India, the Indian rupee was the currency. The British found Dubai as an ideal location for traveling because it is located right in the center of Europe, Africa, and Asia. British Imperial Airways wanted to build a base of flying boats in the Sea of Dubai. And then they signed an agreement with Dubai. Long-range Empire flying boats from UK would land in Dubai Sea, and then after refueling, they would be sent to British India and other parts of Asia. The monthly rent of this base was only 440 rupees, which included the salary of the guards who worked at the base. Who knew that after a few years it would convert into the busiest airport in the world, and its own airline would be able to beat the competition? In what difficult time was the decision to create Emirates Airline, and how did this airline, emerging from a small city, become the largest airline in the world in such a short time? In 1950, Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, knew very well that the oil reserves he had could last only 30 to 40 years. They had to create an alternate source of income as soon as possible. They found that Britishers were using Dubai's location to provide a stopover for their airlines, and that Dubai received only a small rent. Seeing this, Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, started the construction of Dubai Airport in 1959. When Dubai Airport was first launched in 1960, it consisted of a small room-like terminal and a runway that was not paved but was made of compressed sand. Only small Douglas DC-3 aircraft could land on this runway. Middle East Airlines was the first jet aircraft to land at Dubai Airport after the construction of a proper asphalt runway in 1965. Every passing year, the rulers of Dubai started launching new and latest facilities at the airport. In 1969, there were 9 airlines operating here, offering 20 destinations, and in the 1980s, Dubai began to emerge as an international stopover, where names like Air India, Cathay Pacific, Singapore Airlines, and Malaysian Airlines stopped for refueling. Before Dubai, all these flights in this region used to stop at Pakistan's Karachi International Airport for refilling, and soon, Dubai attracted all the traffic of Karachi Airport. At that time, Gulf Air was used to travel between the entire Middle East, which is the airline of Bahrain. If the entire Middle East had to take good international flights, they would first come to Dubai via Gulf Air and then start their international journey from there. In 1980, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum of Dubai, who was the defense minister of Dubai at that time, was offered by Gulf Air to simply announce that Gulf Air was the official airline of Dubai. With this, Gulf Air will also start getting international flights, and this will also benefit Dubai a lot, and in return, Dubai will also get 50% stake in Gulf Air. But Sheikh Mohammed refused this deal. Gulf Air thought that we would bring passengers from all over the Middle East to Dubai, and those passengers would go on another international flight, and we would get nothing in return. So Gulf Air stopped all flights to Dubai after Sheikh Mohammed forbade it. This decision of Gulf Air started to seriously damage the international stopover of Dubai. It was at this time that Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid decided to launch his own airline, Emirates. Turning this intention into reality meant taking on an already established airline, including Gulf Air, which was their first rival, as well as British Airways, Singapore Airlines, Lufthansa, Air India being the big names, against whom Emirates had to operate. Now, as difficult as this task sounds, it was actually much more difficult than that. At that time, the price of a Boeing 737 was $25 million. In addition to the training of pilots, crew, and engineers, it was a separate expense. This means that Dubai had to spend at least $60 million to $70 million on a new airline. And even after that, Who knows whether the airline will run or not? Here, the Sheikh of Dubai played smartly and sought help from Pakistan. Pakistan International Airlines leased 2 Boeing 737-300 to Dubai. These planes were branded Emirates, while the pilots, crew, and engineers were all from PIA. These planes were operated in the name of Emirates, but the entire management was of PIA. And in return for this work, the Sheikh of Dubai paid $1 million to PIA. It means that the work that was supposed to be done in $7 million has now been done in $1 million. The first Emirates flight was on 25 October 1985 from Dubai to Karachi. After that, destinations like Mumbai, Delhi, Colombo, and Oman were also added. In its first year, Emirates carried 260,000 passengers, and within 1 year, the initial investment of $1 million came out. In 1987, when Emirates bought its own airplanes, the planes leased from PIA were returned to them. During the Gulf War in the early 1990s, when all other airlines stopped operations in the Middle East, Emirates did not want to miss this opportunity. In the last 10 days of the Gulf War, if any airline was operating between the Middle East or Arab countries, it was none other than Emirates. Meanwhile, Emirates also targeted passengers who normally used competitor airlines. New passengers also get those facilities in Emirates for which other airlines used to charge extra, as personal entertainment systems, luxury cabins, and fine dining. It took Chance Emirates to new heights of growth, and later Emirates also launched the Skywards program for loyal passengers. Now, the growing popularity of Dubai, along with international passengers, has taken the success of Emirates Airline to the next level. Rather, it can also be said that behind the popularity of Dubai, the hand of the Emirates has been to a large extent, because the most used flight route in the world is Europe to Southeast Asia and Australia. If we take the example of Europe to Australia, they are 14,800 kilometers apart. No direct flight can cover such a long distance. Most of the flights have to stop somewhere for refueling. Emirates Airlines has the biggest advantage on this route, as Emirates has made its hub at Dubai International Airport. Other flights have to pay extra for stopovers at airports. There, Emirates not only saves its expenses by giving passengers a stopover in Dubai, but can also sell tickets to passengers at competitive rates. And this also increases visitor traffic in Dubai, as many people like to stay in Dubai for a couple of days before moving on. Also, if the fuel tank of the plane is full, the fuel efficiency of the plane decreases, because extra fuel means extra weight, and because of extra weight, the engines of the plane have to produce more thrust, which results in higher fuel consumption. Emirates Airlines hub is at the center of Europe, Asia, and Africa. That's why they don't fill up their planes' tanks to get a better fuel average. In this way, they also save a lot of money in terms of fuel by giving passengers an extra 1-hour stopover in Dubai. Similarly, if other airlines try to save stopover costs in Dubai, they have to put extra fuel in the plane, which increases their fuel consumption. Behind the success of Emirates is not only their marketing and excellent service, but also a strategy that they have hidden from the world for many years. Airbus A380 is the largest commercial jet in the world today. It can easily board 850 passengers at a time. But the surprising thing is that most of the airlines that are using Airbus A380 are not making profit from this plane. There is only one airline that is making profit from the Airbus A380, and that is Emirates Airline. It is even believed that only Emirates is making this jet profitable. So what does Emirates do that other airlines can't? Emirates kept this secret for many years, but when Air France decided to retire its A380 crew due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the CEO of Emirates said on that occasion that Air France should not have bought 10 Airbus A380s because it increases unit maintenance costs. Airbus A380 is a very giant aircraft where it can support so many passengers at a time. Its biggest problem is its maintenance cost. Emirates has 119 A380s of the same model. In 1995, Emirates decided to buy more aircraft of the same model. Today, the Airbus A380 is priced at $450 million, making it the most expensive commercial jet in the world. But buying more planes at once gives a bigger discount. Emirates Airline cracked a bulk deal with Airbus and thus got a substantial discount on the unit price. And for the maintenance of all these, Emirates has set up its own in-house unit. Their spare parts are also all the same and ordered together, and here too, Emirates makes good savings. In contrast, if we look at other airlines, most of them have separate jet models, and because of this difference, they get the maintenance done by the third-party operator, which means they spend extra money. Today, Emirates is not only the world's largest operator of the Airbus A380, but also ranks first in the Boeing 777 collection. Emirates has 119 A380s and 148 Boeing 777. Even 50% of the Airbus A380 units in the world are operated by Emirates alone. It is the largest airline in the Middle East, the fourth largest airline in the world in terms of passenger kilometers, and the second largest airline in the world in terms of ton kilometers. From 1998 till date, 4 billion passengers have used Emirates, and during the same period, Emirates has delivered 3.5 million tons of cargo. It is the only airline in the world that has never gone in loss in its history. If seen, every year they have recorded an average profit of 260 crore dirhams, or 5,900 crore rupees. And the biggest credit goes to none other than the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. I hope that you will like and share this video. Thank you very much. See you in the next wonderful video.